Over the course of your story, your characters endure many hardships. These hardships are a result of your story's conflict. Conflict begins when your character commits to attaining a specific goal. Once in pursuit of this goal, your character will encounter obstacles. These obstacles are any force in your story that interferes with your characters obtaining their goals. Conflict occurs when your characters attempt to overcome the obstacles by forcing change. Whenever the characters encounter an obstacle, they have to decide whether to adapt to the obstacle and change themselves, or force the obstacle to change. The purpose of conflict is to create tension. Tension is the feeling that the audience experiences while anticipating the outcome of a conflict. The amount of tension experienced by your audience during your conflict is moderated by two variables: the effectiveness of the empathic link between your audience and your characters, and the stakes of a given conflict. The stakes are what will be lost if the characters fail to overcome their obstacle. When the stakes are low, where the character stands to lose relatively little of personal importance, then the audience experiences relatively little tension. But the more the character stands to lose, the more tension the audience experiences. At the beginning of a visual story, the stakes will be relatively low. In the beginning of this story, the goal is the only thing at stake. But as the story progresses, the characters become more committed to attaining their goal. The greater the lengths the character goes to attaining their goal, the more he stands to lose if he fails, and the higher the stakes become. By the end of this story, the life or survival of one of our main characters is at stake. By constantly raising the stakes in your story, you are increasing the amount of tension the audience experiences and further motivating your character to force change and undergo his character arc. When watching a visual story, consider the following. What is the goal of your character? What are the obstacles standing in the way of his goal? And how are the stakes raised as the story progresses?